Hi everybody, good evening. It's April 26, 2016. This is Steve Olson, WSO reporter. Everybody asks me what WSO stands for, and I'll just remind you it stands for Wormwood System Observations. April 26th, today we're going to look at proof of the moon tilt and more on the shields plus subpics and all kinds of stuff going on today, folks. So let's take a look. Let's jump in. Sharon Hrebek, I can never pronounce her name. Sharon is one of our partners, spiritual partners. We talk, we're on the same page. But Sharon is a very serious researcher, and she actually has IR, telescopic equipment, etc., and photographs the sky. Well, Sharon decided to do a month-to-month comparison of the moon at about the same lunar cycle over the course of a month. Photo 1, this photo, shows 322.16, and then this photo shows 425.16. Now, the moon is not supposed to turn around in circles like this as far as I know. I think the moon's supposed to stay stationary in the same position, relatively speaking, to the Earth, and it should be the same landscape that we're seeing on the moon in the next month. But we saw so much change in April, and again, it's convincing me that we're seeing that I think the system is getting within a different level of proximity to us, including the magnetosphere loss that we talked about yesterday and stuff like that. But you can see the moon clearly has tilted in a clockwise direction from this month to this month. So thank you, Sharon, for pointing that out and helping us to see that. Now, the second thing I wanted to get into is a closer look at the sun shield and deflector. So Wayne Stiegler, our friend of the channel and partner of the channel, Wayne is going to be helping me with funding a new level of ministry here and all kinds of things. But Wayne did an analysis on the pictures that were sent in to us by a subscriber, and I showed yesterday. But again, he goes through and carefully looks at this, and he goes, notice the dark halo, and this is the same halo that we see from the Earth, which I have another picture from today. The unusual shape of the sun, the hexagon reflection, and this beam that's coming off, right? Now, this probably wouldn't shake your feathers too badly, this photo. It's not till yesterday when we noticed, oh my God, there is beams of light shooting out from behind the shield, or whatever that is, in what appears to be ultraviolet spectrums of light, and some kind of a beam coming this way, and then some kind of a beam coming down into the, like as if a directed beam fell out of alignment horribly, or something happened to it. And again, these are from the ISS yesterday. And then Wayne does a reverse out image, and we can see this very strange thing out here shooting a beam this way. It just shows more detail as to what we are seeing in the background. And then finally, this came out, and we pointed this out yesterday, but Wayne wanted me to go through it again today, and I agreed with him. It is this unbelievable smoking gun of something going on in the sky, some kind of technology being used, and it looks like something got tweaked. And then just to kind of top it off, here's another subscriber photo from today. And in this case, we're seeing a very strange square-shaped sun with, you know, again, everything's very, very, very strange. And again, you know, I mean, it's just more evidence just pours in about this stuff. Today, we've got some very special shots that I want to show. The first one is a shot of a red orb, and this is kind of a troubling type of a manifestation or shot because it's really can't be a lens flare in the sense of what we think. What I think you're seeing there is the atmosphere of one of the planets, and the sun is basically shining through and reflecting that on this basic our atmosphere. Really, I mean, it's bouncing off the atmosphere. We see this all the time. And then even more clear manifestation of this as she progressed through these photographs, and then caught it again in a you know, a little bit more progressive direction, so it was something she could repeat. And then she got this striking image, which we'll take a closer look at together here. But that is unbelievable. This blue bar with this, you know, kind of red thing around it. Again, I believe that that's the star itself. That's a field around it, either planet or debris or both. That's what I believe. Okay, few quick notes before we get into some more stuff. The groups that we're starting out, guys, are meant to be loose connections of people. This is not going to be some kind of a command and control type situation. And all I'm doing is trying to facilitate contact and networking. And then as we strengthen our relationships, I've learned one thing in building organizations that work, is that you just have to um, take it one day at a time and just let people get to know each other, and that's how things get built. And again, I'm asking you guys to use discretion locally, and you're adults, and I just say make sure that my main thing is that I want everybody to understand that we are a nonviolent organization. We are absolutely peaceful. We are absolutely about helping anybody who needs help. And then our growth just continues its unbelievable trajectory at WSO. And I wanted to take a moment just to thank everybody. um, we make mistakes, but again, we learn together, and I don't think you're asking me to be perfect. I think you're just asking me to try. um, our backup channel WSO2 has been established. Please sign up to that when you get a chance. I have a secret admin and now a second backup system process, so that if they take me out, I've got somebody to carry forward. And then really, man, get ready spiritually. This is really getting intense. Now everybody keeps saying, well, Steve, are you saying it's right? Listen, a 2 to 3 year window is a short window. That's where I think we're at. And I think it's sooner, not later, because I'm just seeing too much evidence right now that would indicate to me that, it's getting closer. And so, getting closer to source is a universal idea in any of the religions that I'm talking about, calling God or whatever. I call him Jesus, okay? And I know him personally. Um, but that's not going to be enough either. You're going to need to not only have the spiritual part, but you got to start getting to know people and having friends and contacts to help you. And help us out if you can. I've got a PayPal link below. I'm getting to the point where I don't have time to do anything else, and I've got to get back to a job here soon, so I got to make money. But if you guys can help us out, we're going to try to find new funding sources and crowdfunding sources and things like that as we progress. And I've got a team of professionals that are going to be helping me. So stay tuned for that kind of stuff too. Okay? Let's move on to some more stuff here. So I have a friend named Ray, and he was one of the first people to support my channel, and I love him. He's a good brother. But he has this inside track on these webcams. This one is in north southwest Australia. Anyway, it's in Australia, and it's from the 26th. And I just want you to take a look at it, and then I'll discuss it with you. Okay, now let's slow it down this time, and let's go back and look at a couple of clips in it. So the first thing I want you to notice is this refraction is just crazy, and we see orbs starting to come out. But specifically, I think that this is some type of a refraction from something behind the sun, and it's kind of hitting that way. Just my theory. But check out as we progress through this. Here's a ball, orb. So the last time we got these kinds of shots from Raymond, we did not see this red ball. There it is. Okay, it's really hard to see. But watch something come over the horizon. Watch. Did you see it? Boing, came right over. It's hard for me to stop on it, but let's see if I can, and then we'll move on to the next thing. See, so there's that orb showing up. See it on the horizon, and it moves really fast. That, my friends, is a planet capture. Ray, thank you for letting us see that. We just saw a planet swing by Australia. Unbelievable. Thanks, Ray. Next thing I wanted to get into was just some photographs from today. So let's take a look, and let's start out with the bubble photographs. So we're doing these, intense looks and everything, and we're starting to get like strange bubbles. And I'd like to hear your theory on this. We are a little bit verklempt on it, but again, here we see like this halo type effect, potentially planets. We don't know. But it also has the familiar spots in this, you know, and you might say sun drops or whatever, or water drops, and I think probably maybe it might be part of that. But we have actually Quest Ghost doing closer analysis, so look for Quest Ghost video on this subject later on. And then there's a capture of that ball by Ray. This is just, again, here's the, you know, that's not a light on the thing. That's a second sun, guys. Okay? Or second source in the sky. This is pretty cool. This is one of those Skycam images, but look at this strange obfuscation on the lens. Oh, check this out. This is actually a story, and I'll leave the link for you. You can go look it up. But it's actually in the Dutch newspaper that actually talks about the second sun, or actually what they call it is it's a galaxy that we're supposedly observing, or whatever. Just more explanations for what we're seeing in the sky. This one was compelling to me because, again, we're getting that red dot, and then over here we get something else. These, again, look like planetary, you know, being obfuscated by what we now know is a shield or some kind of halo back there, but it is definitely covering that up. This is the space station reflection, unusual reflection. There's that image that we just looked at in Sharon's images. And then I have one more thing I want to go through before I let you guys go tonight. Now, I know the quality is not the best on this, and what I have is a freaking out woman. Okay, she is for the first time capturing what I believe is the blue Kachina down here, and we've been watching it go from here down to here. So I've been observing it now. Wayne is the one who discovered it with UV, and now this lady is getting a picture of it. Now, just kind of take a look at this, and you can see. She's moving the camera around, trying to get the blue dot to move too, and she can't do it. And this is where she becomes a believer. So with this, I want to leave you one more thing. Sorry, here, just 1 second. Let me get one more thing. So this is one of those, you got to be a super geek to see it. So this is our geostationary GOES satellite looking at the kind of the cloud formations over the United States. A couple things I want you to notice. Look at how this big storm starts to build, just kind of like out of nowhere here. And I understand that we're in the spring, but this is more like a hurricane forming over the United States right now. That's just my layman's opinion, and I'm not a meteorologist, nor am I any kind of scientist. I'm just reporting and looking at stuff. But a user also pointed out to me that we have a shadow of Nibiru on our planet now, where it actually is blocking part of the sunlight and making a circle down by Mexico. So we're getting a little blockage there. And then finally, in terms of the finally, we've got this interesting article that I wanted to share with you. This is from Nature World News, and I'm sorry that the page isn't loading right. Let's try it again. But anyway, basically, they're already starting to explain the. Isn't this funny how it's not working? What they're doing is they're explaining that we had some kind of a major force, and I'm just going to ignore this. I'm going to explain the story and let you go to the link. But basically, they found iron oxide, and it's raining down on the planet. And they're trying to explain it by saying that it was a supernova. Guys, they are lying to us at every turn. They're leaking the story out everywhere you look. The situation is getting quite serious, guys. And it really is not a game. It's not. This is not for fun. What we're trying to do is educate each other, communicate with each other, and then make decisions on our own about our own families, and then ultimately about groups and other people that we can rely on. Okay, that's what this station is about: is to educate and to inform. The decisions that you make are up to you with this information. I'm just letting you know the truth so you can make an informed and educated decision. But take a look at this iron oxide article. They're trying to explain it away by saying it was a supernova. Okay? God bless you all, and until next time, bye.